Okay, we're recording and we're live on my YouTube channel. Welcome, everybody. All right, I'm here with my fearless crew. My name's Tammy, aka the Fearless Mama. I love doing these Zooms. It's always interesting and fun. We always seem to learn together, and that's kind of the motto that my son and I have, is that we are always, collaborating, bringing people together, and teaching them how to make money online. That's been my specialty for past 12 years. So we have multiple streams of income. And so tonight we're going to talk about the marketing systems. So whenever you get into a home-based business, the number one question that people ask my son and I is, okay, that's awesome, but how do I generate leads? How do I get my prospects in front of my offer, right? So that's what we're going to talk about here tonight. I'm just going to make sure everybody's muted as you come on. If you could just mute yourself, that would be great. I'll share my screen. I'll do some over-the-shoulder training. This is how I learned. I actually learned from a six-figure earner, 6 figures a month. My highest month in the industry is $150,000. It was with high ticket sales. I love high ticket sales. And that's where you're making a chunk of money, so you're literally getting paid for what you feel you're worth, what you deserve. We are going to talk about the Get Fearless Freedom Hub, and I have used it for high ticket. I have used it for my main company, residual, my primary. We call it that in the industry, is your primary income if you're building a legacy income. So I've used it for that. I was able to get 90 people in record time into my primary company with my marketing systems. So what I'm talking about here tonight is not a pie in the sky and what someone else has done. It's literally what I have done. Okay. So I want to make that clear here tonight. So, all right. So if you're having a hard time getting on and off the Zoom, I'm not sure why I've had to admit a couple people here. Maybe it's the internet connection on your end. I know mine's pretty stable. Everybody can hear me pretty good. If you can, just type a 1 in the chat. I don't mind you popping a 1 in there if you can hear me all right. So I am live on my YouTube. My specialty is automation. I love to automate my sales process. I'm not one of those, network marketers that, all right, cool. We're all saying 1. All right, cool. I'm not one of those network marketers that, contacts my 100 list friends, family. I burnt through my friends and family. I mean, we're talking years ago. In fact, it was honestly in trying to remember what year it was, I got in my first network marketing company, and I didn't even know about a sales funnel or marketing systems back then. But I would go to my friends. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you get one of those websites and you get your back office and you get your affiliate link and you're like, all right, man, this is the best thing under the sun. I am going to go all the way to the top of the compensation plan. Nothing's going to stop me. Then you get some no's. Then you get people saying, well, I'll check into it later, or maybe tomorrow, or my cat ate my homework, or my dog ate my homework, whatever it is the excuse they came up with, right? Well, you weren't putting your website in front of the right target audience, and you weren't collecting the lead. Those are the 2 things that I made the huge mistake of doing. So whenever I hear and have customers come to me or clients come into me, those are 2 things I ask. In fact, I have a guy that's texting me right before the Zoom, and he said, I need your help. He has a network marketing company, and he needs my help because he knows that I have a marketing system, and that's what I specialize in, is systems, okay? And so, and especially last year when I really had a health issue, and some of you guys know my health issue. Some of my members know what I went through last year. I had to go through a parathyroid surgery, and that was not easy. So I needed to find a way to really, really systemize my stuff. So when I went into what I call kind of like not training and teaching and things like that, kind of was like taking a step back and say, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to totally retire out of this industry, or do I want to come back with a bang And do I want to just go full bore with this stuff? So around, I'd say September, October, I started thinking to myself again, all right, I'm going to launch a marketing system. So I did that with the primary company. So we have Fearless Health Journey, and that's for our primary opportunity. And that has a marketing system. It has capture page, sales page, join links, right? That's the 3-step process, honestly. And so, and I learned this process, like I said, I can do it in my sleep. I can do it whether I was sitting at a doctor's office. I could do it anywhere I go. And I do it pretty much from my phone. Okay. We just went out to Chipotle. Do you guys like that place? Rob's probably got a stomachache. He says he's got a stomachache after we went to Chipotle tonight. But I've been trying to eat really, really good. So it was either Sub Shop or Chipotle. I picked Chipotle because I was like, no, I don't want to sit on a Zoom. And I even said to Bob, I says, really? You want me to sit on a Zoom, talk to my team, and have a sub sitting in my stomach? No, thank you. I'm trying to stay away from the carbs. So anyway, so that's what I do is I'm goofy, but that's what I did was, I launched the marketing system, and now we've relaunched the Lead Capture Marketing Pro / GetFearlessFreedom. Okay. Really excited about it because it's very automated. And I'm going to show you guys literally the 2 steps. All you got to do is focus on lead generation. And we even show you how to do that. All right. So let me log in. There's a 10K challenge. Okay. I do challenges on my team. So there's a 10K challenge document I'm working on. I also have ways of, here's my DMO. So if anyone ever says, hey, do you have a blueprint? Yes, we have a blueprint for you guys. We also have the blueprint in the back office of Get Fearless Freedom. So let me log in there. This is where you're going to go. If you're an existing Lead Capture Marketing Pro member still, and there might still be some stragglers, Rick and I have been trying to get our database moved over. All right. It's been quite an undertaking. I've had Rob, Rick, and a lot of my BFFs and stuff helping me to not only review, some of these videos and whatnot that we launched, just to make sure it's going easy. So it is 99% done. I'm just waiting for the last portion of it. And this is my admin for the done for you email system follow-up. Okay. It should be done by tomorrow. I did a test run today. It didn't go out, but we're working on it. So that should be complete. And you'll know one thing about me, I'm very transparent. Okay. So while you guys are building your list and doing your job, I'm over here emailing your list, which is cool. Even if you had 10 people, like a lot of times people think that you have to have tens of thousands of people on your list in order to make money in 5 figures a month. You really don't, especially with a mid-ticket program like Get Fearless Freedom. It's $200 and $500. And even with your primary company that we're building residual, it's not that hard to get people to your site if you create the proper marketing campaigns, right? So tonight we'll even do some marketing campaigns. And I'm always, now I've got like the brain power back. So I'm always like looking for other advertising methods and strategies. But here you guys get to see the brand new portal. If you're listening to this live on YouTube, by the way, please hit subscribe and ring the bell so that you always get my updates and my team updates. So here's the campaigns I have set up, which is super cool. If you have the old system, which Michael said he does, you'll see your old, I actually took these out. I have no more categories because I wanted to get rid of them because it helps save on my bandwidth on my servers. So I took all of my categories that I had with Lead Capture Marketing Pro, and now they're up here with Get Fearless Freedom. This is like looking under the hood. All right. So it's like you can drive it as a Pinto or you can drive it like a Ferrari. I prefer driving things like a Ferrari. They do it all the time up and down the strip. Rob and I are one of these days going to go rent one of those. You ever see those gurus, like they rent the Ferraris and things like that? They say it's their car. Well, anyway, this is under the hood. Okay. So here's my new GFF campaign. I got this all organized for you guys over the weekend. Like I've been busy. I wanted to make sure that tonight on this Zoom showed you guys my live campaigns and some of the new pages that I've created. Now, if you're not familiar with my system, With Get Fearless Freedom, you can use it for other opportunities. You can, absolutely. As long as you're paying that $47 a month now, sky's the limit, you know, it's helping me with the bandwidth costs and things like that. But what you can do is if you have another opportunity, which I want you to, of course, promote Get Fearless Freedom. That's what I'm training you on here tonight. But you can actually use these pages for other ones. As long as you have, and disclaimer here, as long as once you create that capture page, which I just did in front of your eyes in 3 seconds, right? Boom, boom, boom. There's 3 clicks and you click save. I just literally saved a capture page. That's how fast it was with this system. So you know how many marketers and hotpreneurs there are on the internet right now that you could probably go out tonight and say, hey, do you want to take a look at this system? I could put $200 into your pocket in 24 hours. I bet you know a lot of internet marketers that need this system. And you can also say, hey, you know what? We have a $500 mastery level that will teach you how Tammy is actually be able to rank up on the leaderboard. We have mastery level training, tongue-tied there for a second. I go over my video training, which you don't even have to know how to do video marketing. You can get your phone out. Some of the best phones now and best videos are actually done by the phone. My son and I put the sales page together with his phone. He upgraded to the newest phone for the sales page video. We have his mastery video in here, Facebook. He teaches you guys exactly how from his phone that he ranked up 2 ranks, boom, boom, from a 0 Facebook account to 400 friends. And that's in there. And then of course, whoops, hold on a second. What did that do? What did I just do? Uh-oh, I almost did something on this Zoom. Hold on a second. And then there's the traffic. So again, you can use this for any business opportunity online. You can learn how to build a list just like we do, okay? Is there any questions at this point? If there is, I can answer them. So that is the training in the back office of Get Fearless Freedom. And Rob has some things he wants to say tonight, but it is all about driving traffic to a simple capture page because again, it's not that I don't mind explaining it. It's that sometimes you guys ever get the deer in the headlights with people? Like they're thinking, well, what's she talking about? Like, okay, so she's excited about this business or you know, or she's passionate about this business, but maybe you're in a bad mood that day. Anyone ever wake up in a bad mood on here? Or are we always just like, not anymore, we're not in a bad mood, but it's because of our, you know, but I'm just saying, did you used to wake up in a bad mood? I know I did last year. I used to wake up in a cranky mood, couldn't figure out why my heart palpitations wouldn't stop. I was 6 months without sleep. So I couldn't talk to people. I really couldn't. I was desperate. You ever get in that position where you're desperate or you're in a bad mood or you just simply can't do something and you feel like your life's just spiraling out of control? That was my life last year. It's a totally different world this year. And things can change around. They really can. You know, we've all been high, we've been low, we've been high, we've been low. I used to listen to, and I still do listen to Bill Bartman. He's a mindset coach. Okay. You guys ever need the mindset training? Guess what? I just had a lady that says, wow, your mindset training back here is one of the best she's ever heard in the industry. You know, surround yourself by people that inspire you, right? It's actually underneath the evergreen video, if you ever want to know. This mindset training is in 2020. It was actually done in 2020. My son and I did it with a group of other people here. We actually did a mindset training and I re-listened to it myself. I was like, okay, I can see why she likes that. It was an hour-long mindset training. You know, I mean, we all have to work on our mindset. It's just like taking a shower every day. I listen to some mindset today. I'm always listening to mindset. So I take 10% of my day to learning how to do more lead generation. I do 10% on mindset, and then most of the other percent on promoting, 90, 80%, whatever. I'm not good at math. But the rest of the day of my business day is spent lead generation. Okay, that's all you got to do with funnels. You don't have to sit and talk to your team members. You don't have to sit and do all that kind of stuff that most people think you have to do. No, your number one focus is lead generation. Okay, it gets your business much farther if you're focused on lead generation. So the other thing I did want to share before Rob talked here tonight is I'll show you the Fearless Health journey as well, because that's good for especially my YouTube subscribers to see that we're pretty much almost in the specialty of marketing. Like when I launched Get Fearless Freedom 4 years ago, I said I wanted to be, and I didn't know I was going to get sick last year, right? That's kind of when I had to hire a callback team and all this kind of stuff. And it's not like I don't have that, I do. But I wanted to create a community of like-minded people that love to hang out, love to make money together, and like the systems that will help their lives a lot easier. So that is my motto, and my vision is to have as many people, now that we have this infrastructure in place and we have it relaunched, as many people and as many families as possible to come in here. We're going to add more of these modules back here for the marketing, but not just that, not the emailing, the done for you emailing, the modules that we're going to keep, adding, but also the mastery training. There's actually a side hustle. I can't click on it because you guys would see the side hustles if you haven't joined yet or upgraded. But my husband actually got involved this time, which is super cool. It's his birthday week, by the way. And it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Our 35 years of being together. So he's the one that got me into the entrepreneurial spirit when I was 20. I just gave away my age. I try not to do that on these. But anyway, did you know that the first business that Bob and I, just to regress a little bit here, the first business that Bob and I ever started together was a carpet cleaning business. It was a carpet cleaning business. Did I ever tell you guys that story before? Oh my gosh. I was 20 and I just met him and he's like, Tammy, you don't have to work at that factory. I says, what are you talking about? My grandparents were in the factory. My parents, my dad he worked at Cummins Engine. He went to college and got his degree to become an engineer. What do you mean I don't have to work? What do you mean I don't have to work in a factory? What do you mean I don't have to go to college? Because I couldn't stand high school. I was always trying to figure out how to get out of the classroom and how to go sell stuff, like how to make money. And so when I met him, he was the same way. He used to flip stuff in his locker. Rob knows the story, and now he takes after his dad. Like he used to flip stuff out of his locker, and to make money. So in the mastery training, we actually have my husband's auction, the way he sets up his actual auction business, believe it or not. And he tells you, some people have reviewed it and some people are actually implementing it. I know Nancy, she's not on here, but she loves it. She goes in there and she looks at one place and then goes in the other. Just over the weekend, we did a bunch of flips, merchandise flipping. So that's what I wanted this community to be about, was the 5 side gig hustles. Some people say 5 hustle side gig. I don't know. All it is to me is other ways of making money. 5 side gig hustles, I say. So it's really cool to have that knowledge back there. So last night on our walk, Bob and I, this is my 2,820 some day of walking since 2015. Pretty consistent with that, I would say. I'm almost up to my goal of 3,000 when I started walking in 2015 and lost 100 pounds. But anyway, he said last night on the walk, well, hey, when do you need those next 5 gig hustles, those next 5 side gig hustles? And I said, well, next month. And he goes, okay, because I'm all excited. And he's all excited and all ready to have that. So anyway, that's part of the monthly, which is super cool. So we'll always have something to look forward to. So anyway, getting back to the, right before you're going to talk, Rob, I just wanted, have I left out anything? Can anyone recall? Hey, Jason, how are you tonight? Did I leave anything out? Jason, I know, loves my marketing systems, don't you, Jason? Anyone that is a busy person, even if you were to just take the link, the domain name, okay? And I'll show you how I did a Facebook Live today explaining a little bit of this. Terry was on it. But as long as you know how Facebook's such a hub and a lot of people, hold on a second, I forgot to close my group chat down. You can put it right in your intro. Believe it or not, a lot of marketers, trainers don't talk about this, and we do, Rob and I do, because it's really important. If someone's going to be searching you, or I bet you $1 you Googled possibly my name, I don't know, maybe you didn't, maybe you looked me up on Facebook, maybe you didn't, you know, a lot of my YouTube subscribers do, for example. But when they land on my Facebook, which is, by the way, we don't own Facebook, do we? And I'll teach you guys a real quick lesson tonight on that. But if you see my link, it goes right to one of my pages, and I have all of my pages, my primary company right here. Okay. I have two, whoops, what did I do? Oh, I messed it. Oh, I put .net. See, I got to go in and I got to fix it. So I have GetFearlessFreedom.now. I don't know how I did that. So then I can just go in and edit it. I'll remember that. I have my Facebook group, goes to my main Facebook group that I'm building. I've made a ton of money with my Facebook groups, tons. So that's a big hint tonight. If you ever wanted to create a value-based Facebook group, it's great to do. I have 3 of them that I break out and I post in daily. It's part of my DMO. So as you can see, there's so many different ways you can use your fearless freedom journey, you know, get fearless freedom journey. Honestly, it's great. So that's that system. What else here? I just wanted to say, let me just shut this down. Yeah, Rob, I gotta fix that. Look at that. See, I even make mistakes and I can still earn multiple 6 figures a year. In fact, this is a big nugget tonight. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to take action. Seriously. That is the #1 thing that one of my mentors told me. They said, Tammy, just go out and start doing videos. And I was like, really? Back in what year was it, Rob, when I was working with Bruce? Can't remember what year it was. Remember when I came to you and I was homeschooling you, and I said, oh my gosh, Bruce Bloomer just asked me to get on a conference call with him, Rob. And I got remember that? And my hands start sweating. And I couldn't even focus. I couldn't have dinner. I couldn't eat. I said, I can't get on a conference call and talk in front of anyone. And you and Dad and Amanda, you all cheered me on and said, yeah, you can, Mom. You can do it. You're fearless. I was like, wow, they have more confidence in me than I have in my own self. So when you think about it, I started just like you all of you. See, I still do that. I still flip my words. It's that parathyroidism, by the way. Look that up. It's quite a mind bender that you have to get through. But remember that I would get so nervous. And then I dialed into my first conference call and I talked on the phone and I didn't know what I was going to say, but I did it. You know, it's just like when my husband taught me when I did my first real estate flip. Yeah, I used to do flips all the time. We bought and sold 50 some properties, you know. And my husband does that stuff now. I'm just saying, but he said to me, Tammy, you can do it. So I did it. He taught me the steps. And guess what? I got my first $56,000 check. That was validation. And ever since that, my family has not been able to stop my lips from chatting. When I put that $56,000 in my pocket, I said, I can do it again, and I can do it again, and I can do it again. It's the same thing here. When you get a sign up and you get a sale, you can do it over and over and over again. And I've taught this same thing. I know it might sound boring to a lot of people, but it is the creation of a 6-figure, multiple 6-figure, 7-figure career is these steps that we're talking about tonight. And it was the same thing back then when I wanted to flip that property. I think it was in Frewsburg, right, Rob? You and Amanda again. We're little. And I'm very, very proud of my family, by the way. Very proud of my family. My daughter's coming out here. A lot of my close friends know that Amanda's coming out for Bob's birthday. And I'll show you guys. I don't know if I posted this up. Here's a picture of Bob and I, and we're always traveling. This is at I dress up once in a while, huh? Won't catch me in a dress, though. You won't catch me in a dress. I just don't do dresses. But these are some of the obviously members that we have coming on board. So what I wanted to say was just trying to find we have so many rank ups and so many people that are successful on this team. Thank you, Amy, for the testimonial. She's awesome. Just trying to find, okay, there's Rob. So Rob's the entrepreneur. Amanda is a paralegal. And I thought I had a family picture. There she is. So when she comes in, that's when I say, all right, it's family time, right? So she's coming in on Thursday, actually. She gets here Thursday night. So we're excited about that. But it's all about that time freedom. It's all about that hanging out with the family, you know? And it may look like I'm always online, but I spend about 90 minutes a day. That is it. I am doing my lists in the morning. I'm talking to my team in the morning. Well, sometimes throughout the day. They probably get sick of me, but but you know, it's all about communication. It's all about just honestly helping your crew. That's what I like to do, is I like to help people. So if you're into helping people, this is the place to be. Welcome, Joan. So anyway, Rob, did you want to say anything tonight? We have a mixed audience. If you wanted to give your general marketing knowledge that you've learned from your fearless mama, that would be great. Do you want to share some stuff?
Yeah, I can. No problem.
All right, cool. Talk about your Facebook training back there.
Right. Yeah, thank you everyone for being on the Zoom tonight. I am my mother's son. I got the fabulous Las Vegas behind me. I wish I was at the Cosmopolitan right now, because that's the view from Cosmopolitan. It's where it was taken. But basically, it's been a really long journey with marketing. And a lot of times I find it's easier to pour into others than it is to you, actually your own self. If you want to look in the mirror, it's very hard to look in there, because that's when the internal work begins. And that's very hard with marketing, because the moment you want to get out there in the online world, we find a bunch of no's, we find a bunch of congrats, and we find a bunch of people that also join and are willing to take the vision with you. And what I found was back in 2017, when I really kind of tried to begin in the beginning of 2017, was actually something called ClickFunnels. And that's extremely expensive. And also, I never could get to a live human, because I kept getting people that are like, you know, okay, click 1, click 2, click 3, click this Manny chat, click that chat. And then I just never could get to a real human. Now, I don't know about you, but when I have my iPhone, brand new 14 Pro Max, I want to talk to a person that's live and real. I want to walk into an Apple store. I want to talk to a person that can help me with my phone. And I was like, okay, there's a big problem. And that was back then. And I quit my job in Verizon. I worked at Verizon Wireless for a couple of years, also tiny little companies underneath that. And I was in the corporate world, okay? My mom told me either you can go for what I want to go, or, you know, be an entrepreneur, or you can actually just get your butt out there. She used the word SS out there.
No,
and actually, no, not mom. No, not the fearless mama. She goes, get your you know what, out there, and actually begin to go in the corporate world and feel how it feels. It's how I learned. I go, well, why not? I mean, people are given their cute little gold spoons, and I felt like I didn't want to get that. I went out in the corporate world for many years, and I found that all it is essentially, once you're off work, you're wanting to know, when is work again? I don't know if anyone feels that. Once you're off work, you're like, wait a minute, what is tomorrow? Even though I'm off, what about the next day that I go back? And so it's a hamster wheel. And I was like, oh gosh, okay, I gotta change that up. How can we fix that when it comes to making it easy for people when they begin online? And that is when my mom began a lot of, as far as with her journey with the Get Fearless Freedom platform and the iterations of it and revisions, where I found was, look, we all have our form of favorite thing that we like, okay? A lot of people have passion in one industry or the other, health, you name it. Okay, for me, I like just helping people generically. And that is where I learned how to take a zero Facebook account, zero, that's correct. And I actually flipped it into now I have about 700 friends now. Been on multiple leaderboards with my mother. And I learned that this is how you can take your Facebook account. So I have mastery training there in the top level. Things that you won't even hear from, even we're talking the top of the top. There's very easy, almost like it's one-on-one training, just easy to be right there, right in front of your face, kind of like you're on your phone, but you're looking at it. And then we really put together another great thing about like this too is the Facebook engagement. I go into almost an hour actually talking about building relationships, things like that. And that's just Facebook. It's one platform. So going back to the thing that we work and we love and know best is that, look, every business has to have its resources. It has to have an ability to expand. And so that's why we were able to get this going. We'll get Fearless Freedom. Yes, there is technically capture pages for these businesses, but really what the main thing is we want to know and we want to show you guys that this is how we built properly. Like, how do you, I'm pretty positive that you'll go on Facebook and you'll look right up on Facebook and you're like, wow, that person's marketing that. And then they're marketing that. And then if you look in the comments, I think we all can begin our nodding our head. You begin watching the comments and all it is amazing. Congrats, 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 congrats. And no one's joining you guys, no one. And so I learned the psychology and I learned how to get and tap into the mind. And that's what we teach, because sales actually happens within a couple seconds. It's just like finding your wife or husband. Okay. It actually happened immediately. People claim that they fell into love. A lot of times it's almost like an instant spark and a reaction of, do you like this person? Do you like Robert talking? Do I like you talking? So there's a lot of things that you're doing an injustice of yourself to not bring out the best in people with their potential. So I heard from a mentor of mine, he talked like, okay, you're actually doing an injustice by not bringing out a product to a person, not bringing out Get Fearless Freedom to expand your business. Now, what happens with all these gurus and millionaires and everything and billionaires, okay, and all these people is they like to act all humble in the beginning. And then I've seen my mom where she's been through, we've had, wow, this is crazy, guys. But I mean, I've literally been near homeless with her. I've been a multimillionaire with her. I've been up and down the road, back and forth and back. We're talking Hawaii trips to barely knowing what ramen noodles are tonight. We're talking crazy, crazy things. And the edification that my mom helps me, I help her. It's just crazy because like you find all these things happening online, but you don't know where to go. You don't know where the correct funnel. You don't know the cheapest way to get a business off under $500. You don't know that, right? You don't know those things. You don't know what you know. And after 12 years in the industry and 5+ for me, as far as in the industry, like me actually physically being in it, because I've been in it longer. By the way, at 12 years, I mean, I know my mom, I'm right now, it's been over that. But the thing is I liked it because we cut right to it, got you right to the main, clear direction of where to go. And that is where I love it. I love to work with her and help her with these businesses. Now, what I always get main question with anything online, I mainly get is, where to get the leads. Well, my mom figures that out. My mom actually, she's helped, a ton of ways of gathering leads. But
Absolutely.
you ultimately have to understand, you can have 5,000 people join, for instance, like an Instagram account. I'm building another business right now, a very, very hot one. And the thing is, I just bought 14,000 people to follow my Instagram page. Mom's laughing at this, but I bought 14,000 people. And guess what? Guess what's happening right now? fluctuating. I'm watching the performance of the market. I'm getting -500. I'm getting +500. I'm getting people mad, angry, happy. Okay. That is the name of the game. But what people don't have typically is a actual this. They don't have, how do you capture the lead? How do you get them on an email list? How do you get an amazing, you know what I mean, video branding page? How do you capture and follow up with them? That is where we excel in that part, you know. But that's my kind of little talk.
What did I ask you when you launched your business? Are you
capturing their
collecting
email?
the lead? Are you collecting the lead? I even said it to Terry today. I said, any marketing method, whether it be a drop card, postcard, billboard, bumper sticker, code, you know, whatever. I'm sure you guys get emails from Verizon, like where Rob used to work, and you get emails, right? We specialize in email marketing. I have made so much money with email marketing. I bet you, Michael, did you see my Zoom tonight from email? Or was it Facebook? Email? Because I can prove it.
Yeah, no, I got your email.
See? Email marketing is king. So you have people that will be waiting in the wings and lingering and watching what you're doing, and it's email marketing and it's drip campaigns. So when I went to my first information marketing boot camp, so that, I can't remember how long ago that was, Rob. When I started getting passionate about marketing was really when I had to help Bob launch his mortgage broker business. So when we were mortgage brokers, Rob's seen us go through, we had a mortgage broker business, 22 employees. He was there when we had 2 Mexican restaurants. I don't know, that's probably why we go to Chipotle a lot, because we still kind of miss the restaurants. But Rob was there when the guy embezzled $250,000 from us in the restaurant. Yes, $250,000. He saw it. He was about,
I was 11 years old, guys. I had my parents taking a liquid of $250,000 cash over $1 million plus in assets, $100,000 food bill, and people qualm over a little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I watched it happen when I was 10, 11 years old.
Right.
You know,
that's why I gained 100 pounds, because I got so depressed after that guy did that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things people go through. I'm even amazed. You just got to congratulate you if you're alive right now.
Congratulations.
Like that. You just woke up. That man above, if you believe it, woke you up. I mean, geez, it's amazing to
and I congratulate anyone that's survived the past 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, you know, when there's people that, and I believe I was conditioned to go through those things to help people in this present now. I truly believe that I went through, I didn't understand why I was going through it. I used to say, why me? Why did I lose 15 houses? Why did I lose the primary property that I raised my kids in for 7 years? Why? There's a reason why now. It's so that I can help people survive these times. I know it might just be a small little, you know, affiliate program here and there, but I truly believe that with my knowledge and my persistence, that's why I was like, last year, I was like, okay, get it out there. I'm ready. I got things to do and people to help. You know what I mean? Get the operation over with, get the surgery over with. Let's just move on with life, right? That's just how I am. But I truly believe that now Rob, with his generation, is helping people in his niche, in his generation, right? So I just truly believe now, if you guys learn these strategies, I'm just going to make sure you're muted out, Barbara. Now, if you guys learn these strategies, you can take it forward, right? So it's a real fun thing when you have people coming to you saying, wow, not only am I feeling better because of our health and wellness company that we're in, but I'm also making money, right? And I'm feeling great because I'm helping other people make money. That is the whole community in a nutshell. If you wanted to learn anything tonight, that is our vision. And like Rob said, if you can't talk to a company owner, I'm the company owner for Get Fearless Freedom. I pay the server bills, so I'm the company owner. But if you can't speak to a company owner and you're looking at a business opportunity online, run. in the other direction. Run.
Well, a lot of them
As
never
fast as you
actually have a
can.
back office on a Zoom day. They're always like, "What? One moment. We'll get you there when you're at your checkout page."
Yeah.
I actually recently got into one thing. Has anyone ever heard of e-commerce before? Anyone can raise their hand or, yeah. Well, I actually just wasted away some money. I got it, but I got it back luckily, and that it just takes forever. But they touted it, they got their nice sales page, and they're like, for only blah blah blah, you get your pre-built whatever. And I'm like, well, I had the money, I might as well like kind of try to tap into that just for fun. I want to know what's all about in that genre. I'm still doing it, but there's another thing I'm going to launch in the community. It's going to be pretty amazing. But what's crazy, okay, is I bought it, guys, a sales page, nice kid on there, thinking he's all got his faux Rolex, right? And I get on there and guess what? It's nothing. Nothing's connected. Nothing's there. And it's all a bunch of crap. But yet he talks about it. And guess what? He goes, let me get you on your free 15-minute call. I get on the free 15-minute call, and this is what it was. Ready for it? Glad you guys are listening because this is pretty interesting. Got on the 15-minute call. It was only about their $15,000 program that they have and how to actually automate your full-on attention if you truly care about it. And guess what? Then he comes back and I go, well, all I had a question is why wasn't it connected? He goes, well, that's why I'm here for any questions you have. I go, quote, that was the question. Can't we use our brain here? Quote, I put the question there. Why is this not connected to Shopify with the vendor? That was a question I had. He goes, well, I'm here to answer any questions you have. Well, am I talking to a robot from the Passenger movie? If anyone watched that with Jennifer Lawrence and whatever his name was.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it's a sci-fi movie. My point is there's a robot behind a bartender. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was what he kept asking. He's like, well, have you enjoyed your beverage today? And he's like, no, I'm not enjoying it. And he goes, well, have you enjoyed your beverage today? I'm like, that's what I'm talking about with the filtering process over the years. We really want to help you guys.
Yeah.
It's a filter
That's why
process.
when Rob and I launched this, I said, okay, for $500, I mean, I'm in some high ticket programs that don't even have some of the training that Rob and I have back in Get Fearless Freedom, right? I mean, so in the Fearless Health Journey too. And I got to mention that because I mean, that one is like converted like 150 team members on my team by people using the Fearless Health Journey. And it's frustrating. And I know what you've probably gone through it, but it's a marketing system, right? It's somewhere to put your prospects and funnel them through so they're not wasting your time. That's what Rob's talking about because his time was wasted.
Yeah.
It was basically wasted.
And a good example
show everybody tonight what we wanted to get through the point. I wanted everybody to see if they haven't yet, and we have Glenn on here, we have Michael, we have quite a few new people that haven't heard us talk about Fearless Freedom yet. Get Fearless Freedom, but let me show you guys. And of course, my team is inviting people here tonight. So anyone that has been invited here by people inviting them, make sure you get back to them to get signed up tonight, okay? So here's the Get Fearless Freedom page, and it spells literally what you're going to get. It's not like we're hiding anything, So you are going to get the Facebook marketing training that Rob does. You're going to get the reels and the images training, what works and what doesn't. That's the biggest thing. We've tested all this stuff. Same thing with my traffic. People do get leads onto their list. Amy can testify for that. It's up to you guys to convert them, obviously, but I get to email your leads with the back office portal. But this is the one video that Rob did. I'll have him play it because it's probably going to be better on fun.
I'll play that.
That was very fun. But this is your sales page. So you get a duplicate of what I've created. You get a sales page with your affiliate link. So for example, Michael, that you're in you're in Lead Capture Marketing Pro. All you have to do is go into the back office. I got to open up another tab. Apologize. All you have to do is go back in here. Can you guys see my screen all right? And you would log in just like you're logging in with your Lead Capture Marketing Pro. And you would click in here like this, and you would go to the mastery training level, and it'll pop up to where you can upgrade. Okay. That's how you get the mastery level. And then if you want me to do your emailing, you would click on here. The done for you email portal is right here, and it'll explain that. So those are two things I wanted to talk about. I know that my son has a gift to gab. He listened to his mom for 12 years on the phone all the time. The beautiful part about it is I hardly ever get any phone calls with this system. I mean, I've maybe had one or two people because they know me and they have my cell phone. But other than that, there's no reason for anyone to be calling you and asking you a bunch of questions, because we've pretty much taken care of it on the sales page. It's very automated. And this is where you would select your AWeber list. I'll show you also where you connect your autoresponder back here. You can either use AWeber or GetResponse. And there you go. You just toggle. And my programmer has the API set to where it just automatically connects it into your AWeber. And then you just have to set up a list name. And then that's when I start emailing your leads. And then let me just go over real quickly to, does everybody understand that with Get Fearless Freedom, how that works? There's really just two things that you have to do if you're moving over from a lead capture marketing pro. So this is my fearless health journey. And this one is really, really super awesome too. Most people in network marketing don't put their network marketing on automation. I like to, because I like to just funnel people through again on a capture page. This is the capture page we have for this one. I don't name names on these Zooms just because it's very much a generic Zoom here tonight. This one here, you might see some names. This is what it explains. This is what my programmer can do. He's very amazing. Here's the breakthrough. What exactly is it and how you earn a living? So those are the two marketing systems. And it's cool because, again, if you're marketing and you're talking to someone, say, hey, yeah, you know what? Hey, I'm really busy right now, but hey, if you want to check it out, go to my website. And they'll go to your website, they'll enter their email address, and guess what? You got them on your list. So it's a really cool, smooth process. Valerie's signed up tons and tons of people this way, right? Like in the beginning, Valerie's like, oh, I want to create a domain name. So all I said to Valerie is, Valerie, just text them your domain name. So she did. And guess what? They started coming into her capture page. Same thing with Dirk. Same thing with a lot of my members. It's not hard. It's not difficult. You just make sure you send everybody to your capture page. And then we sift and sort, and we work with the people that want to work, that want to make money, right? So, but yeah, it's super cool, super easy. And it's a lot better than, talking to your friends and family, in my opinion. So got a lot of new people on here tonight. This is exciting. McLean Asmar. Okay. Trying to mute him out. So anyone have any questions? I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here. Stop the recording.